So, welcome to the new Boatworld Meet the Team series. I'm Hallam, who's going to be the host today, and I'm here with James from Cambrian, Cambrian Marine Centre over in Wales. During the series, we're going to be speaking to dealers, influencers, customers, and just give you guys a little bit more of an intro to who we are, who we work with, and what we do. So what I'll do is I'll hand you over to James, who's going to introduce himself, tell us a little bit about who he is, his background, and also a bit about Cambrian.
Hi everyone, I'm James from Cambrian Marine Centre. As Harlem touched on, we are based in West Wales. I am the owner of the business along with my father Nigel, so we are a small family-run business. We've been going for about 20 years now, where Dad set up the business originally. And then I joined once I left school. I went to local college to study marine engineering because it's been a passion of mine for quite a few years. So once I finished college, I joined the business. And then from there on, it's kind of grew year by year. And over the past 12 months now, we've started selling some of Boatworld's products, which have gone really well, especially the compass boats. Which actually this morning we're just doing a handover on a 135, which is quite nice. And that's a little bit more about Cambrian Marine, to be honest.
Fantastic. That's great. So you've kind of been in the company since kind of school and college and working there.
Yeah, I've been here a good 20 years now. She's gone a lot quicker than when you're working in the industry. Time does fly, definitely. And you learn as you go along. You know, the business grows. You have more staff, taking on new products, which is always interesting. Social media's come on so much in those 20 years. And I still enjoy it day to day. I'm very hands-on. I like to be in the office. I like to be in the workshop, and I also like to get out on the water more than anything.
It's the best part about it, isn't it?
Exactly.
So yeah, with that, so being out on the water, what would you say your favorite boating destination would be?
Well, I'm going to be a little bit biased because we are on the west coast of Wales. We have got some beautiful coastlines around here. We're quite lucky that along this coast we have a lot of wildlife, a lot of dolphins, seals, things like that. It's a big conservation area. So I would say from West Wales down to the Pembrokeshire coast is definitely my favourite boating destination. On a nice flat calm summer's day, you just can't beat it. You know, people pay a lot of money to go abroad, and it's just on our doorstep. So definitely West Wales is my favourite boating destination. But I would say that.
Yeah, no, I've spent a lot of time kind of North Wales and South Wales and on the coast. It's just absolutely gorgeous, isn't it? Yeah, and seeing the dolphins ride along you is always a memorable one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think the first time I ever saw them, I left school, it must have been about 17, 18, and we took our first boat on a sea trial. And I remember just turning the engine off and, there must have been 3 or 4 dolphins just swimming around us, bow riding and everything. And at that moment, you just can't beat it. Yeah. It is a beautiful sight.
That's fantastic. So go and tell me, what's one item that you would always take on your boat trip?
It's a difficult question, actually. The obvious one would be obviously a fishing rod.
No, fishing. No, fishing.
I think you've got to have a fishing rod with you at all times because you never know what you're going to catch. But taking a can of beer with me is a very close second. I've got to admit that. Can of beer, fishing rod, peace and quiet. You can't beat it.
Definitely like perfect Sunday afternoon on the boat trip. That
exactly. Yeah.
So, have you got your own boat, or are you looking at getting one new soon? Or
I haven't got my own boat. I mean, we're quite lucky that we have quite a large range of vessels in the yard. So, I can pick and choose as and when which boat to take out. And sometimes it's just a small little 3 meter rib just to go out there and drop a fishing line to do a bit of fishing. Or we can take, a 6 meter or a Compass 165, quite a popular one to go out with the kids. Take my wife and kids out there, and they like seeing the dolphins. So it can vary really in what boat we take out, which is quite nice. Keeps it interesting as well.
Nice mix. If you did your own boat and you had the choice of naming it anything you want, from Boaty McBoatface to anything else, what would you name your boat?
Well, it's a difficult question, because I've seen some, great names over the years on the sides of boats, got some funny ones. And I spoke to my wife about it, and she said, well, would you name it after me? And I was probably not, to be honest. One of my favorite ones, being from Wales, was I saw Titanic, because being from Wales, Di is obviously a very popular name around here, and it's just the way it was spelled. It just put a smile on my face, to be honest. So I think it'd be something like that. I would probably name it, just a bit of humour in there.
Everyone loves a good pun, don't they? So
yeah.
That's cool. So looking kind of currently and into the future, any new kind of products that have kind of got you really excited, from kind of the electric outboards to kind of remote control things, anything that you can think of? Are there any products coming out that have really got you excited?
Well, I quite like different types of vessels coming out more than anything. Different types of boats, ribs. I know the Compass are bringing out like this, the Compass 7s, the 7S. I really like the look of that. There's a few. Electric outboard is an interesting one. It'll be interesting to see in the next 4 or 5 years how they develop. I'd be quite interested to see that, especially if we can get up to like 60 horsepower electric outboards. Yeah. See how that develops. But at the moment, I just kind of like looking at new products of boats coming out more than anything. So yeah, the Compass 7S is really something I like. My type of boat, plenty of deck space, center console, a sports fisher as well. So something like that I tend to look into.
We'll have to get one over to you as soon as they land in the UK.
Yeah, definitely. I like to get one out on the water and give it. It looks a lot of fun boat, to be honest.
Yeah, fantastic. So, final question then, before we wrap up: if you could go on any boating adventure with any celebrity, who would it be and why?
I think being my favourite things to take on a boat, being a beer and a fishing rod, I'd probably have to say Peter Kay, to be honest. I think he would be great company just to go out there, pack of 12 beers, a fishing rod, and just spend the afternoon laughing and joking and doing a bit of fishing. Like a bit of humour. I think he'd probably be up there with my number one on my list. Definitely.
Very entertaining afternoon on the boat, I think.
Yeah, exactly. And he's just got a bubbly personality, and I think he could tell quite a few stories. And like you said, just a few beers and drop a line, you can't beat that.
That sounds fantastic. Well, we'll keep it nice and short. So thank you very much, James. That was really insightful. If you want to find out more about Cambrian and see what they have to offer, you can go onto their website, which is... Go on, James. I'll let you...
It's cambrianmarinecentre.co.uk.
Perfect. And are you also on social media?
Yeah, we're on social media. We're on Facebook and we're on Instagram. You just search for Cambrian Marine Centre and we'll pop up. We've also got a YouTube page as well. So pop on there, take a look. And let us know what you think.
Fantastic. And if you're ever in West Wales, obviously pop over to go and see them and see the selection of boats that they've got. Well, we'll wrap up there. Thank you very much. It was lovely to chat with you. And we'll see you in the next video.
You're right. Perfect. Thank you.